All right, so we all know the Guinness Book of World Records. All right, that shit is a classic. I don't know if they still sell the books. Do you guys even buy books that have paper in them anymore? Like, what kind of video is it? It's a lewd one. So yeah, dude, I don't even know if you guys buy fucking books anymore with paper in them, but like when I was in middle school, the Guinness Book of World Records book, they actually had a contract to buy copies of that shit that they gave out to kids. I think I mentioned this before, that we actually had a day where they talked about that shit, right? And so, given that you guys probably don't buy books anymore, you've never actually held one, but in the book, it's an actual book, they label every fucking world record they have on file. And you can get them for specific things. You can get just the sports one, or, you know, just like the random feats, you know, or you can get the one that everybody wants, which has every single one in it. Like, it's basically like an appendix, right? It's so fucking cool. And so these are 15, just 15 of the insane Guinness World Record books. And we tried some. We tried like the push-ups. We tried the longest standing push-up. We tried the holding your breath, which is hilarious because in my middle school, they brought in one of those bobbing for apple, you know, bins, filled that shit with water, and had you hold your breath in that bin for as long as possible. And we did that with only one teacher on standby. It was you and your partner had the timer, and you put your head in the fucking water, and they timed you. And there was one gym teacher to manage the entire class. Totally can't go wrong, right? So, yeah, let's do this shit. I'm saying, fucking drown children. It's fucking
Probably
awful.
every of you have ever tried to set your own records, and today we have 15 cool records from the Book of Guinness Records. Jumping, throws, slides, and much of interest. Hi everybody, and let's start.
Nigga, that's what's on the list is...
The largest number of
videos?
bees on a person.
Oh, that's
Nothing will prevent a beekeeper from China from smoking a cigarette. Even 1,001,000 bees that cover his body.
What?
55-year-old Jayo Bingo set a record at the end of May 2015 as a man with a record number of bees on the body.
Bro.
The total weight of the insects was 108 kilograms. He endured 2,000 bites on his body, but at the same time, he still managed to smoke a cigarette. As the ex-Tremel told later, it helped keep the bees away from his lips.
Look at the fucking
Jump
amount
into
of
the
bees on
water
his
from the
body.
highest altitude, 58.8 meters.
Hell
A brave
no.
man who dared to jump from a height that exceeds the top floor of the Tower of Pisa was a Swiss Lasso Schaller. Schaller chose a picturesque waterfall to set the record.
What is wrong with these people? Oh my god.
He reached a speed of 123 kilometers per hour before hitting the water.
Hell no. That shit would break your legs. How does that not break your legs?
The highest jump into water horizontally in a manner akin to the belly flop. It was made by Professor Splash, whose name is Darren Taylor. Darren jumped from a height of 11.5 meters into only 30 centimeters depth pool.
So when you jump from that high, right? So we see how big the pool is. Actually a pretty big fucking pool, right? But at that height, the pool is statistically smaller for the margin of error that you can move around. So even though of course the pool is still the same size, because of your height, it's smaller when you're that tall, if that makes sense. Which is, you know, which makes it extremely difficult to fucking jump into. If you move at all, you could just splat. You could just splat.
Probably, this was a very painful record.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking impressive. That's also though the same reason why when you shoot basketball, you're supposed to shoot them with an arc, because it makes it your shot percentage
World
go up.
record for the mile on two wheels. Instead of the traditional race on the Grand Mini Track, Juke set a new world record for riding on two wheels at the Speed Festival in British Goodwood. More precisely, in the Guinness...
First off, the announcer said wheels with an H, and that's something I do as a joke. I'm pretty sure he's not fucking joking. Good on you. Second of all, how do you find out you can do this? How do you find out this is a skill that you have, bro?
Guinness Book of World Records, he got with the record for driving a mile in the fastest time on two wheels with a four-wheeled car.
You said it again. Wheels.
One-wheeled marathon. Doogie Lampkin completed the course of this famous Isle of Man on one wheel, length of almost
He keeps saying wheel. I love this
60
guy.
kilometers and lasted 1 hour and 35 minutes. All this time, the skillful biker needed to maintain balance with all road jokes like altitude difference, fight the wind. These
Nice.
60 kilometers are based throughout the world in a
Please,
venue
God,
for
say
the
wheel
Isle of
again.
Man TT, the most dangerous road
Please.
racetrack of the planet.
I'm trying to focus. Please say wheel again.
Eric Barron is not a Marvel superhero, but his
Thanks.
record gives an occasion to think about superpowers. The 54-year-old Frenchman, nicknamed the Red Baron, reached 223 kilometers per hour
On
with a bike
wheels. Say it.
and beat his former 15-year-old
Say it.
achievement by
He's on
1
wheels.
kilometer per hour.
God damn it.
World record for a quarter of a mile among dragsters. The world record in the drag racing category
Oh,
of the category top fuel in the quarter-mile race was 4.4 seconds,
4.4
and the
seconds.
speed
Wow.
at the output was 534 meters per hour. At the same time, the speed of 100 kilometers was reached in 0.8 seconds.
What the fuck?
Basketball shot from a skyscraper. A new world
There's
record
no
was set
way,
by the
bro.
video blogger from America, Tyler Toney, breaking the previous record of throwing into the basket from a height of 126 meters that belonged to the Australian Brett Stanford. The guy threw the ball from a 162-meter high skyscraper, thereby setting a new record.
How the hell do you figure out you
The
can
fastest
do that?
knockout in the history of MMA. What can you do in less than 2 seconds? In the case of
What
Mike
can
Garrett,
you do?
the answer was simple. He can win a fight in the MMA during this time. Michael knocked out Sam Huron
He booped him.
after only 1.13 seconds
What's
after the
fucked
start
up
of the
is he
fight.
knew he
The
knocked him
first
out the
blow,
second he hit
missed
him.
by Huron, was the last in this fight.
That's fucking funny.
The highest jump on the motorcycle was made by Robbie Madison.
Yeah, I've seen that
December
clip.
31st, 2008, in Las Vegas. He was
Yeah.
able to jump on a copy of Paris Arc de Triomphe. The height of the jump was 36.5 meters. Robbie is a motocross star and constantly participates in competitions
I
of
would never
varying
in my life.
complexity.
I would never in my life, bro. Hell no.
Basketball shot blindfolded. Garrett Hilberg from the channel Dude
Woo.
Perfect threw the ball into the basket blindfolded from a distance of 16 meters, breaking the previous record at 15.5 meters, and set an absolute new world
He ain't
record for
swish
the
it, though.
blindfolded shot.
He ain't swish
Arrow
it,
shot
though.
using the feet. Claudia Gomez shot from the bow and hit the target at a distance of 5 meters using only her legs. The record was recorded as the furthest shot from the bow with the help of the feet.
How the hell do you figure out
Guinness's
you can do
record
that?
for the biggest dominoes. 500,000 dominoes fell one by one, forming various cool figures. In the final, everything turned into a picture of the Sydney Opera House.
Wow. Wow. That's fucking incredible. I love
Guinness
those,
World
bro.
Record breath hold. It was set by German
My
freediver Tom
ex-girlfriend.
Sietes in
She's
a
a
rival
fucking
with the
fish.
former record holder Brazil, Ricardo Bacci. Both athletes settled in tanks of water and tried not to yield to each other in the duration of the breath hold. This time, Sietes managed to hold underwater without air for 22 minutes and 22 seconds.
How do
The
you
previous
do
record
that?
of breath hold was made by the Brazilian man that was recorded earlier in the Guinness Book of World
How do you
Records
do that?
was 20 minutes and 21 seconds. The longest bicycle in the world. When this monster rides the streets, the police need to block traffic and release the roadway from the
That's
cars
so-
parked there. The
that's
length of this
so
bicycle is
stupid.
35.5 meters.
That's so dumb.
That's
What the
it.
fuck?
I hope it
That's
was
so
interesting
fucking
for you.
stupid.
Thanks for watching. Don't
Why
forget
would
to
you need a bicycle that long, bro? Like the ultimate form of compensation. That's fucking crazy. What the hell? Well, thank you guys for checking out. Those were indeed insane fucking things, dude. They were actually insane. Not gonna lie. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace. How do you figure out you could do any of those things?
Crocs, 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 Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. I'm rocking Crocs. Wearing Crocs, boy. My Crocs are gold. My pops is old. My Crocs got soul. My Crocs are bold. I go to church wearing Crocs. I'm always turned wearing Crocs. My Crocs are great. Your Crocs are lame. With my Crocs, I can cross a lake. Crocs, 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 Crocs.